Hey viewers, welcome to Real Astrology. Very happy to be here again. And please do subscribe my channel, those who are new to this channel, and please do click the like button also if you like this video. So moving further today on, I am going to be talking about Saturn retrogradation, which we are heading to from the 30th of April, and it will be till the 18th of September. So Saturn, as we all know, is the planet of responsibility, allegiance, tenacity, things to last, actually, pattern of life, then essence, limits, obligations, and of course, law and justice. And it is a very well-known fact that it is the karmic planet. You know, it is the ruler or the bookkeeper of our karmic, whatever we are performing in this present and the previous lives. So it is it keeps the records, as we say. So what exactly is coming up when Saturn is going to get retrograde in the sky? See, first thing is that you have to make a note that when Saturn is retrograde in the chart you are born with, so this transit is going to be really happening and will be happy transit for you, irrespective of the houses, please. And if you are running the dasha and the planet in your natal chart is direct, Saturn is direct in your chart and you're running through the dasha, then this transit can give like minus plus is equals to minus kind of results. And you know, it is said that planets just forget their nature when they are in retrogradation. So it will not give that kind of result that it should be giving. If malefic planet is retrograde like Saturn, so it will forget what it's supposed to do. Or maybe it is coming as a reminder to us to do certain things that, you know, we have not been doing. So when Saturn in transit gets retrograde, you have to first of all see which Navmansha it is going to transit through. So I'm going to give you these dates, and then I will be giving you the forecast of all the 12 signs, how this transit is going to be for them, for all of you. And what exactly this, you know, means in if you connect it to your natal chart. So first of all, Saturn is going to transit through the Scorpio Navmansha, and it starts with the 26 degree 23 minutes and reaches till the 19 degrees 40 minutes, and then it starts moving the direct motion. Then there is another thing that it is going to be closely conjunct in tight conjunction with Ketu, the Mokshakara Graha, the spiritual Graha, the separative one. So these two are actually considered the separative grahas, as we say. So in the sign of spiritual belief system, adventure, travel, all that is, you know, the fiery sign of Sagittarius. These two are going to be together and in retrogradation. So you can imagine how much energy there will be in this particular zone. And there will be times that, you know, Mars will be in opposition, Venus will be in opposition, things will be happening, you know, off and on in this retrogradation of Saturn. So we will be, obviously, I will be making videos on that also from time to time, and will be telling you, warning you, and obviously telling you what exactly is coming your way. So please make a note of these dates, first of all. From the 30th of April to the 7th of July, Saturn is going to be in Scorpio Navmansha. From 7th of July till the 2nd of September, it is going to be in the Navmansha where it exalts, Libra Navmansha. So it is going to be very happy transit for those people who are having Libra predominant in their chart. So maybe Libra rising or Libra in the 7th house or Aries. So it's going to be really a good transit for them. So then lastly, from the 2nd of September till the 18th of September, Saturn is going to be transiting through the Virgo Navmansha. So that is how the degrees I've already told you, from 26 to 20 degrees 23 minutes, it will start getting retrogradation, and then it will be getting direct when it has reached 19 degrees 46 minutes. So so this is what I wanted to say. And of course, the dasha, it said that, you know, when the planets do give results lifelong, you know, wherever they are placed. But when the dasha comes in, that is the time when you feel the results even more. And the delivery person, the courier is ready. Now, where is the delivery man? The delivery man is this transit. So if you have to judge your chart, you have to see where your Saturn is in your natal, from your Saturn, where the Saturn is transiting, which houses this Saturn is holding the cabinet in, the ruler. So these things you must make a note of before deciphering what your chart has to say and what this transit has to say, because it is not going to help you. Otherwise, you will be just generalizing and you will not get to know this transit, what it means to you personally. Or just take a consultation from an astrologer of your wish. Coming to Aries, starting with the forecast. For Aries, this is happening in the 9th house zone. It has already been in 9th house from a long time, 2017. So now it is holding the cabinet, the lordship of 10th and 11th houses in the 9th house. So it is connecting with as a Yogacara Graha, because it is the Kendra and the trine. So it is already giving you an opportunity to work harder and to work through your whatever areas you are already putting effort in. So Saturn wants you to put more efforts. So when in transit, it is transiting in the 9th house in retrogration, then it wants you to finish. This is the time that you can finish your job and the results are your way. So if you are already having Saturn as direct, because 33% of the population has retrograde Saturn. So if you have in retrogration your Saturn in the natal, then this is definitely a good time for you. Even if it is, said that if it's holding, 6th house, 8th house or 12th house, it's still going to give good results. Nothing to worry. So you will be working harder, you will be attaining a lot of wealth, you will be making money during this time, and it is definitely going to give you connectivity with your friends, with your social community more in retrogration when it is. So you have to take care of but you have to take care of your health, because it is aspecting your 6th house also in retrogration. So you have to take care of your health during this time. And from there, it is going to aspect your Lagna also. It is going to aspect your 5th house, your 1st house, and your, it is going to, what am I doing? It's going to aspect your 6th house, so you take care of your health. It is going to aspect your 11th house, so you will be getting connected with your friends, with your people in your community. And it is going to aspect, because I was thinking about Jupiter, I think it is going to aspect the 3rd house zone also. So you have to have good relations with your siblings, with your neighbors, your communications, your work which is not done. Maybe you are into communication industry, so your work will be, you will reap the benefits during this time. So it's a good transit overall for you. Coming to Taurus, this is happening in your 8th house. Already you have felt that you are suffering because it is the Lord of the 9th and the 10th. It is a Yogacara Graha for this, and it is transiting through your 8th house. So it is now going to be retrograde. So the results will be little, whatever you are feeling till now, they will minimize. Like you will be in a comfortable zone. If you are thinking of expanding your business, this is the right time to do when Saturn is in retrogration. So utilize this time for yourself, for your benefit. It is good for your benefit, but it is not good for your spouse's health, because it is approaching the 7th house. So you have to take care of your spouse's health during this period. It is going to aspect the 2nd house, so you might just because Rahu is there, so you might just land up spending even more, because Rahu makes you spend unnecessarily, on unnecessary expenditures. Maybe, your mouth area, your teeth area, or, something to do with your speech will get impacted during this time, with Saturn also aspecting and in close conjunction with Ketu. So you have to mind your speech. You have to take care of your food habits, because this is going to lead to bad food habits also. And it is going to aspect your 5th house. So 5th house is of children. So you might get more strict towards children at this time. So you have to have a nice bond with them. So retrogration will bring that bond. So if you are planning to send them somewhere away from you, this is the time for education, for higher education. You can send them, because it is the Lord of the 10th and the 11th, and it is from 5th, it is happening in the 4th house of education. Saturn transit. So it is going to help your children learn even more, grow more for the in education industry, and they'll be able to pick and choose whatever subjects they want to. Then for Gemini, this transit is happening in the 7th house and it is in retrogression. So if you are having some troubles at the home front till now, so this is the time when you will get resolution there, because it is the lord of the 8th and the 9th. So it is giving you a lot of troubles in the home area. Maybe your home environment is not good. So being the lord of the 8th, so there can be that, you know, you're having a lot of tiff with your husband or wife. So this is the time when in retrogression things will improve. They will start improving because it is with Ketu. It is going to help you come out of that zone, you know, that seclusion that you are already in. So utilize this retrograde period for, especially for Gemini, because this is a positive Graha for Gemini also, because Gemini, Mercury and Saturn are friends. But you know, in 7th house, it becomes a Maraka Graha. It is a Maraka house it is transiting. So it is good if it is in retrogression. So just take care of your spouse's health though, and take care of your health also, because Saturn is looking at your Lagna in retrogression. So that is also something that you must take care. But it is going to, the impact that you have felt till now will reduce for sure. It is going to give you better results. And from there, it is going to look at your 4th house also in retrogression. So you might be planning to change or shift your place of abode. So you can, if you are thinking of going somewhere else. So this is the right time to do so. So nothing to worry. Otherwise, it's a good transit for you. Over to Cancer. So for Cancer, it is transiting through the 6th house. 6th house, and it is going to, it is the lord of the 7th and the 8th. Again, the same story as for Gemini. I said that, you know, being in the 6th house, so you will have now, if you till now have not got a very good chemistry with your co-workers at place of work, or you are not having good relation with your, maybe, you know, you have a lot of problems at home with the servants or the helpers. So this is the time when you will start, things will start improving. You will start feeling that the chemistry and the bond is improving. And your health also is where you felt that it is deteriorating. So you might change the line of medication. So things will improve. They will start improving in retrogression. And of course, it is the lord of the 7th. So you have to see it is from 7th, it is in the 6th house. So when it is in retrogression, it is improving the health of and the relation with your husband or wife also. So that is the thing that you have to now get relieved, that zone that is you are getting relief from. If you are heading to some kind of legacy or, you know, inheritance, good time. You can utilize this phase for that also. If you want to buy some property, go ahead. It's a very good phase that you're heading to. 142 days are favorable for you. Please utilize it. And if you are, you know, just make sure that when you are traveling, you're planning to travel abroad, you have to plan it well, because, you know, foreign travels can give a little bit of trouble here and there. When in retrogression, it's looking at the 12th house, because it's looking at, you know, Rahu also there. So it gives, see, Rahu, when it's transiting the 12th house, it leads to addictions. It leads to irregularity in food habits, and Saturn is looking there. So two malefic influence will lead to, you know, some kind of hospitalization, or, you know, maybe that's what I said in the beginning, that, you know, you might change the medication, you know, process. So it is something that you have to be prepared, and this is the right time to take action when Saturn is retrograding in your 6th house. So overall, it is a good phase for you, nothing to worry. And you'll have good relations with your siblings and your neighbors also. All right, just be careful with your communication, that you communicate your mind properly. For Leo, this is happening in your 5th house. 5th house is a house of romance, creative energy, and also, which is like, you know, you're putting a lot of effort, being the 6th and the 7th lord, you're putting a lot of effort, but it is not happening. In retrogression, things will start moving in the positive direction, because from the 5th, and you are thinking of, you know, some projects which are lying pending, they will just start, they will just have some movement, you know, the karma will you know, enhance. So whatever your energy you have already put in, this is the time to reap the results actually, when in retrogression. And being the lord of the 10th, lord of the 6th and the 7th, it is looking at the 7th house also. So it is like, giving you a lot of friction at with your partner, with your spouse, with your business partner, your associates. So those will minimize when it is in retrogration, because it is just not looking directly there. So when it is moving towards a house, so it gives a lot of impact on that house, but it is now in retrogration, so the impact is reducing right now. And of course, it is going to be transiting through these three Navmansha. So when it is transiting through the Navmansha of Libra, so it is going to be a third house zone. It is going to be transiting through the Scorpio Navmansha, Libra Navmansha, and your Virgo Navmansha. So the things will be better off for you, because it is going to be transiting through the positive Navmanshas also. So overall, a good phase for you. Nothing to worry. Your jobs that have not been undone will be done during this phase. And relationship also will improve. You will maybe go in for some change of place also. For Virgos, this is happening in your 4th house zone, the retrogration of Saturn, and it is the lord of the 5th and the 6th. So if you have some renovation work, or you have signed already an agreement to buy a house and it has not happened, then this is the time when you will have all those things done. So but the property will be an old property, some kind of an old place that you are going to buy. So there's no harm, you can do so. And then you will be having this transit through the 3rd, 2nd, and 3rd house, 2nd house, and 1st house Navmanshas, that is Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. So these are positive houses. So when Saturn is retrograding and going through all these, so as I've told you initially, the dates, so just check the dates when it is going to transit through the Libra Navmansha. So that is going to be very good for you, because that is the time you will save money, you will invest in some good places. That is the time when you will plan your budget. That is the time you should plan your budget. That is the time when you should utilize that energy. And then if you are going for some health checks, then when Saturn is transiting through the Virgo Navmansha, that is the time when you should be doing all that. Think about yourself, do something about yourself. Put a lot of effort and hard work to achieve something. It's not going to be an easy thing though. Saturn doesn't give things easily. So, but it is the time to reap the results. So it's going to be a positive transit for you. And as it is being the lord of the 5th and the 6th, it gives that kind of energy in those zones. It gives you a lot of energy to be creative, and channelize your energy at your workplace in a proper manner. Some investments which are lying kept will be also utilized at this time. For Libra, yes, Libra, for you, it is going to be in the 3rd house, this transit, and being the lord of the 4th and the 5th, and in Navmanshas, this transit is going to be from your 2nd, 1st, and 12th. So when it is transiting through the 3rd house, that is retrograding in your 3rd house, so you're already feeling that there has been a lot of hard work that you have put in, and your travels, there's a lot of traveling. So you will feel that the travels have been really bad, they have been really troublesome till now, but now it's going to be a smooth sail for you. And being the lord of the 4th and the 5th, what it does, it is doing, it is giving you the energy that you are you're working from home more, you're giving a lot of time to your family, you're traveling with your family also most of the times. So this is this is the phase that you're heading to. I mean, you have not been doing that till now, but you will be. Now when Saturn transits your 2nd house, Navmansha, that is the Scorpio. Scorpio is your 2nd house. So when it is transiting through that the energy would be more into spirituality actually. Saturn gives in Scorpio a lot of spiritual energy there. So you will be planning your budget, you will be thinking about how to invest your funds properly, how to generate income during those times. So you can just check initially that the dates that I've given. Then Saturn will be transiting in the exaltation Navmansha, that is Libra. So for you, it is going to be very positive, because it is, as it is the yoga karaka Graha, and it is exalted in your 1st house Navmansha. So it is going to be really a good phase for you to utilize that energy. If you're planning to start a startup or something, that is the very good time to do so. If you are thinking of joining a workplace, very good time. You should take up a job during this time. It is going to be very fruitful. It will be like long lasting kind of a job. So whenever Saturn is retrograde and you pick up a job, in this Navmansha especially, of Libra, it stays. You will balance out things very well at home as well as at workplace. So very good transit for you. But when it goes to the last Navmansha, for a few days, Virgo Navmansha, it will be in retrogression. So that is the time when, you want to aloof yourself from everybody. Saturn as it is, going to be a little, it is, that kind of a planet, which keeps you away from people. So, that's the time when you can spend little more time on yourself, groom yourself, or work through yourself, and go for a retreat or something. But overall, it's a very beautiful transit for you. The retrogression of Saturn, it is going to give you very good results. So just read the results right now. For Scorpio, this is going to happen in your second house. This transit is happening, and then it is being the Lord of the third and the 11th. This is the energy is too much on now. The investments that you have made, now is the time that you get the results, you get the money from whatever you have invested in. So this is the right transit for you. And when in retrogression in the second house, so you will be planning for your future. You will be thinking about something big during this time. Or maybe, you are planning to open a communication related firm, company for yourself, organization you're going to launch. So it's a very good transit for you actually. And from there it is, like transiting in Navmansha also. If you see, it is transiting through the Navmansha of your Lagna Navmansha, that is the first house Navmansha, Scorpio, and then it is going to be in the 12th house in exaltation, Libra. Then lastly, it will be, you can see the dates in the beginning of the video. Then Virgo Navmansha also in the 11th house, it will be transiting. So that is how you have to bifurcate the period, that, okay, this is the Navmansha it is heading to, and this is the house it is transiting, and these are the houses it is ownership of, and the aspects also we have to see. So in retrogression, when it is, in your second house, it is moving towards the first house. It is in retrogression. So it is going to be quite a lot of energy in the second house. And it is going to give you a lot of avenues to start new things, to generate income. A lot of savings this time, no doubt about it. And it is, as it is looking at your 11th house also. So it is making the dhanasthanas are getting activated. So definitely income generation is positive. For sure it is going to happen. And it is going to be seeing your 4th house. So maybe, you will have some property deals, or you will buy a vehicle, or you will just, invest somewhere, or maybe you will redo your house or renovate your house. That is also going to happen. Now coming to overall a good transit. So coming to Sagittarius, it is happening in your 1st house. In retrogression, Saturn is going now. So it is, if you have some trouble at your, with your business partner or with your spouse, so this is going to rectify things. You're going to get more attached and understand your spouse even more now, because in retrogression, it is going to be, the impact is going to lessen down now. So things are not really good till now. So now things will be moving towards better. And it is going to be in the Navmansha of the 12th house, 11th house, and the 10th house zone in Navmansha, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. So what is going to do in these Navmanshas? In Scorpio, when it transits, it's your 12th house, so you will get a little aloof from the world. You want to just work through your own spiritual belief system, your own growth, internal growth. As it is, you want to spend time with your own self. You want to just be alone and just do things for yourself, maybe yoga, meditation, retreat, like that. You're just to yourself. And then once it goes to the it is going to the Libra Navmansha, it is going to be, the energy is going to be very high. Then you're going to mix around with people, you're going to finalize your work, you're finalizing your deals at this time. And of course, before that, you will be also traveling, when it is in Scorpio Navmansha, I forgot to tell. So it is going to be a very, lot of energy there when you are having this transit in Libra Navmansha. And from there, it is going to the 10th house, Virgo Navmansha, towards the end of this retrogression phase in September. So you will have maybe, your work which is stuck at the place of work, that will start moving rapidly, with a lot of speed. So you will have good relations with your bosses that time. If you want to improve your relationship with them, that's the time you should be doing that. It's a very good phase for you. And from the Lagna, it is aspecting your 7th house. It is aspecting your, 10th house also. Saturn in transit, in retrogression, is looking at your 10th house also. So you're actually, you will be working very hard and you'll be getting results also during this time in retrogression. So make the best use of this phase. I think, you will, because it is the Lord of the 2nd and the 3rd. So it is going to give you a lot of travel and communications with your co-workers and with your bosses. So you should utilize it. And of course, health is fine. No worries. Health will be good. And just a short phase, which is when, in Scorpio Namansha, when Saturn is in, that is the time you have to take care of your health here and there. Just go for a medical check. For Capricorn, this is happening in your 12th house, and it is going to be in the Navmansha of Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo, which is your 11th, 10th, and 9th houses. And it is the Lord of the Lagna and the 2nd house. So can you see? And from there, it is going to aspect your 6th house. It is going to aspect your 9th house. It is going to aspect your 2nd house. So all these houses are going to get energized during this retrogression of Saturn. And of course, planets will also be transiting in opposition or conjunct or whatever, will be happening. So all that will also happen. So now you have to see what all energy you are going to adapt from this retrogression process. Do you want to get hospitalized and fall sick? So better take care of your health. If you really want to save money, please save now. Don't go in for unnecessary expenditures, because Saturn is looking at the 2nd house and it can lead to a lot of expenses. So you have to be really careful. You have to keep a check on all these things. Then Saturn will be transiting your 11th house in Navmansha. So that is your Scorpio in 11th house. So you have to see how your friend circle is. Are you really wanting to get involved in frivolous issues with your friends, or you want to waste time there? No. Then you just watch your investments, watch that, your friends don't put you in wrong investments. They can just pressurize you to invest in wrong places where your money will get stuck. So be careful. Then Saturn will be transiting through your 10th house Navmansha, exaltation, that is Libra Navmansha. The dates are given in the beginning of this video. So you can just go back and check when it is going to transit in the retrogression in the Libra Navmansha. So when it transits through the Libra Navmansha, that is the time when you have, this planet has a very strong influence there at place of work. So you will have a lot of, balancing factor there in the office. If there is some kind of, problem there at the place of work, that will get resolved, balanced out. Everything will fall in place. So if there is some stuck up job, that will also reach the conclusion stage. So that is something that you should be doing, and maybe, you will have some kind of good relations with your spouse also during this time. And of course, it is going to go to the 9th Navmansha towards the end. So it is going to be more of travels, really work-related travels, and good time to, invest your time with your religious belief system, with your spiritual growth, you can spend time with. So this is it for Capricorn. Moving on to Aquarius. So for the second last sign, Aquarius, it is going to be in your 11th house, retrogression of Saturn, which is happening. And it is going to be covering the Navmansha of Scorpio. That is your 10th house, the 9th house, Libra, and lastly, the 8th house transit of Virgo Navmansha. And from the, it is holding the cabinet of the 1st house and the 12th house also, being the Lord of the 11th and the 1st and the 12th. So Saturn, when is in retrogression in the 11th house zone, then you have to really take care of the investments. That is the first thing. Maybe your friends will be wanting you to invest in certain places. Then you will be shown the right path then and there. And Saturn will help you out that you invest in right places. And when it is transiting through the Navmansha of Scorpio, it is going to be, you can just go back and check the dates. I've given the dates in the beginning. So when it is transiting through the Scorpio Navmansha, that is the time when you have to that is the time when you will have a lot of connection with your co-workers and your bosses. So whatever stuck up job, till now, will come to an end. It will be like a finishing touch, that you're heading to during this transit of in Scorpio Navmansha. Then it will be transiting through the exaltation Navmansha, that is Libra. So that is again a very positive transit for you, because we will not see the transit of only that 11th house transit of in Sagittarius, and that's it. No, we have to see the Navmanshas also when it is transiting through. So it is going to give you good results when it is transiting the 9th house zone. You will travel, you will have all the jobs done. Maybe you will get very good connection with your father. You will have good reputation. You will have a lot of, some kind of guru you will meet, over the long distance travels, when you're maybe someone from overseas will come and help you out. So although those will get activated. And then of course, when it is transiting through the 8th house zone, in the Navmansha Virgo, that is the 8th house of yours. So that is the time when you will have a little bit of troubles here and there. Maybe, you will lose some money, or you have to take care at that time. So that is why I'm just giving you this prediction, so that, you're warned, you're prepared for all this which is coming. So it's going to be looking at, from there, it is going to be looking at your Lagna also, when it is in transit from the 11th house. It is looking at your Lagna. So you have to take care of your health in retrogration when it is. So some old illness, previous illness will come up. So you have to take care of your health. You have to go for regular checkups. That's what I wanted to mention. And from there, it is going to be looking at your 5th house. It is going to be looking at your 8th house. So, these energies will be, your creative you will be a stronger version of you, will make you stronger. You will get connected with your children. You will send them for further education. Maybe, you're planning already, and now this will culminate. So this is the time when you can, these energies, that's how you have to see. That's how this energy is felt. So it's overall a very good transit, just that when it transits through the Virgo Navmansha in the 8th house, that is the time you have to be little careful with your health and with your wealth. So that is what. Now coming to the last sign of Pisces, that is, it is happening in your 10th house. You are already feeling the results. You're already going through a lot. So when Saturn is in retrogression, it will give you better results now. Whatever you have gone through, it will give you better results. If you have not been able to finish certain jobs till now, they will come to a finishing. So this is something which is going to be positive for you. Saturn will be transiting through 3 Navmanshas. Please go back in the beginning. You will get the dates there. It will be transiting through your 9th house, 8th house, and 7th house zone in Navmansha. And we have to just superimpose that, and then we come to the 9th house, 8th house, and 7th houses. So Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. So what happens when it goes in the 9th house? You will be traveling a lot for work. You will have little bit of trouble in traveling, maybe, or maybe you will get too, high on emotions while traveling. Maybe you will not, you don't want to, but you have to. It's like that. You will get an emotional connect with your father or father figure, or maybe you will find a guru while traveling. Maybe you are going to meet your guru overseas. So that is the zone that, you have to utilize at this time. And Saturn gives a lot of energy, work, you will be traveling for work a lot. So utilize it. And then in the 8th house, the Navmansha, when Libra, it is exalted there. Though it is exalted, but, it is going to be very, you see, it gives some kind of, balancing nature there. So you will have some right kind of investments you have to make, but you will fail, or you have to sign a deal or something, for your business deal or some property deal or real estate. Something will go wrong there. So you have to keep a check at that time that you don't sign any papers without reading them. That is something that you have to do. The dates are there, I told you in the beginning of the video. Then it will be transiting through your seventh house. So seventh house in Mansha, seventh house retrogression Saturn will give the problems that till now you are having with your partner. So you will rectify those areas and you will have good chemistry with your partner. You will do well there. You will have a good business relation with your business partner also. Your public image will improve during this time. So you can utilize that energy when it is transiting through these zones. And from the 10th house in retrogression, when Saturn goes, it is going to aspect your 12th house also. So again, it is going to activate a lot of travels. So travels will give you some kind of transformation actually. So this is a very good transit for you overall, and it is going to be transiting in transit in retrogression. We'll be looking at the 7th house. So whatever troubles you have had in the 7th house zone, like with spouse, with your business partner, that will reduce and you will be a better off person during this 142 days time. So just make a note of all these dates and just see the Navmansha and stay blessed everyone. Have a great retrograde period of Saturn. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.